everybody, it's Anna. Time for the Thursday card in this week's tarot story. So today we have the Page of Wands reversed. So the page is the student energy of the court cards. So he's the one that doesn't really have a structure, doesn't really have a plan yet, but is learning, is sort of open and ready to experience the adventure that is life. This is the Wands page, so Wands are connected to the element of fire. They're about feeling impassioned and confident and inspired. So this is a very fiery youth that's just ready to go out there and grab life and suck the marrow out of life and have lots of experiences. Very open, very ready to see what the world has for him. This card came to us in reverse. And that suggests to me that we are at the end of our page journey, which means we are stepping beyond it into the work of the knight. And in the court cards, the knight is the action taker. That means we're done just exploring in a very broad way what the world is. Now we feel clear that it's time to move in the world in a certain way. So we're going to start not thinking about passion, thinking about what inspires us, but actually moving inside the energy of that inspiration. And the reason I read the card this way is because yesterday's card was the death card. And the death card comes when we are ready to overthrow an old authority within our minds or in ourselves that tells us, that creates the rules and tells us what the limitations are, tells us what we can't do. We're at a point that voice is in the way. And so we get rid of that old authority and we claim our own authority. We say, well, I'm going to define for myself what is possible and not listen to this other voice. And the reason we would be in a position probably to throw off the old voice of authority is we are ready to move now, and that voice is getting annoying, it's getting in the way. So that's why it suggests to me that we have passed through the learning, the student energy of the page, where you're just learning things, talking about things, imagining things, and now we're ready to move. And because we are ready to move now, and that voice was stopping us, we were very aware of the problem, and that's why we were motivated to get rid of the old authority. So this would tell us today to realize that you're done being a student. You know what your action is. You know how you were called to move in the world, to just start moving. Give in to the momentum that your fire is bringing to you. Give in and let it guide you. This also requires us to trust ourselves, which is probably one of the greatest challenges of the spiritual journey, is having faith in yourself. Believing in your own instincts and your own inspiration, even if they don't seem to make sense right now. And this is really the greatest challenge if you are a non-linear intuitive, which most people who connect to my work are non-linear, which means the path is not an obvious straight A, B, C, D path. It looks kind of wonky, like you have a sudden deviation here and a sudden deviation here. And if you're looking from the outside from a linear perspective, it looks like there's no direction at all because it seems so random, but it's not random. And if you look back at your life, you see all the little random divots you took, they all make sense now. So there is a genius to how we are being led. And it doesn't make sense to other people. So we don't ask them their opinion. We learn to trust the genius within ourselves. That is important Knight of Wand energy. And in the image itself, we don't have the knight in front of us, but he's on a horse and his horse is reared up. And there's a sense of great power, great energy in this knight. He is not confused. He's not timid. He is really committed all the way into tearing off across the field and to go into his quest. So that's the kind of energy we want to agree to. Like, I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. It doesn't matter that it doesn't right now make sense to you or to me. I'm going to trust it. So see if you can access some of that Knight of Wands energy today, and see if there's anything kind of blocking you from it. See if you can figure out where the mind may be having some challenges and easing your mind kind of over the page point into the night. See you tomorrow for our next card. Bye.